purpose of this video isn't meant to push any conspiracy theories, nor is it meant to instill fear. I just want to make you aware so you don't fall into the very subtle yet appealing traps many people are falling into. And I want to make it clear there is positives to using Metaverse and even AI and social media. But in my humble opinion, the negatives outweigh the positives, especially depending on how much you rely on those things versus having actual face to face, in person human interaction. So, what exactly is a metaverse? It's a virtual reality where social media, games, and web stores all come together so users never have to leave that world. You can even watch live shows. You can even watch sporting events. You can even travel to different parts of the world and feel like you're actually there. Now, keep in mind, the makers of the metaverse, Mark Zuckerberg and all his little techie friends, they also own Instagram and Facebook and WhatsApp. A while back before Metaverse came into existence, he said, as it pertains to social media, their main objective was to gain as much of your conscious attention and time as possible. What does that tell you? That tells me these ninjas don't really want you to live your life. They want you to live on these gadgets that give you instant gratification and constant dopamine. Just think about it. If you're able to just put on a headset and go to the Bahamas, feel like you in the Bahamas, that's naturally going to make you lose the motivation to experience it in real life. It makes you complacent. And it's crazy because I was watching this video on the metaverse and I was just reading the comments. And somebody commented, I like the idea of coming home from a long day of work, being able to escape into a virtual reality. And I was like, that's really sad because I don't feel like God wants you to settle. I don't feel like God put you here to just exist and drift through life, but you've accepted the negative programming. You've accepted the negative programming, the doom and gloom that the powers that be are constantly pumping through propaganda and even through these appealing distractions. But if you think about it, people already do that with social media. They use it as an escape, they use it as a distraction. And that's not to say social media is completely bad, but depending on how much you're on it and what you're feeding into while you're on it, that can be a trap as well. I watched a video of a lady who did a 24-hour experiment where she wore a VR headset for most of the day. And she said she was getting headaches on and off all throughout the day. Granted, she wore it for an extended period of time, but I remember when I worked at a call center for almost 9 years, and there was a point my sight, my eyes, and my head would be hurting from looking at the computer screen for so long. There's even times now I have to put my phone down because I can feel the negative effects from me looking at my screen for so long. Here's the thing, we don't know the long term effects of wearing these VR headsets. We don't know how it's going to affect our brain. We don't know how it's going to affect our eyesight. We don't know how it's going to affect even our mind and how we perceive reality, and even how we interact with each other and how much we interact with each other in real life. Nothing compares to in person human interaction. And the pandemic showed us that. Don't get me wrong, social media did help us stay connected, but many people suffered from not physically being around other humans. Suicide rates were higher than they've ever been. My own brother committed suicide 3 months after the pandemic started. We underestimate how much we need each other. We underestimate how much we're social creatures by nature. God did not put us all here so we could just be isolated. God put us here to love on each other and have experiences with each other. And the powers that be only abolished physical slavery because they realized, oh, we could just enslave everybody mentally through programming. And due to technology, it's a lot easier and a lot more subtle. The key to not falling into these digital traps is to keep in-person human interaction a priority. It's okay to use technology. It's okay to embrace connecting with people digitally. But don't make that your life. God put us in these physical bodies to have physical experiences. If he wanted us to live in a headset or a virtual reality, he wouldn't put us in these bodies. I've actually been sitting on this video idea for a little over a year, but I just didn't feel called to make it until recently. Because I've been seeing a lot of MetaQuest ads, so I'm like, okay, they're really pushing this stuff now. And I saw a TikTok video of this chick sitting in the middle of a cafe with a VR headset on. And I don't want to judge, but I'm not going to lie. When I saw that, I'm like, yo, this looks crazy. I'm going to be honest and say it disturbed me. But like I said, I don't want to judge because if that's her happiness, that's her business. But I just care. I just care about my people. People can do what they want. Your body, your choice. Your life, your choice. I just don't want my people, other children of God, to be led astray and to get caught up in the matrix. I love you guys. I pray this message was helpful. If it was, make sure you like it, share your thoughts, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.